Hi everyone, so this is my 8th grade demonstration of our line design project, which is in addition to your 3 worksheet exercises. Those will need to be handed in or shown to me somehow on our next Zoom or by that time. And this project needs to be completed as well. This is the one where you're going to color it in. I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to show you some examples. So what we're going to do is make a circle that is going to have 1 inch markings all the way around, and we're going to create the line design that will look like this. You have some options. I'd like to give you some options. Now this one is a little bit much. I know that this looks like a lot, so I took from a number of the points and went to each one. I'm not expecting you to do this. I just wanted to show you the possibilities on this particular line design. But from here, this is the one you're going to color in. So this one, I just did 2 points on my circle and made all the lines that were appropriate and shaded it so where it was going from a light red to the darkest red. And that is what I want you to do. So here we're going to start our line design. I'm going to show you very simply how to do this. So now I took, obviously, I want to show you that small, like cake plate, I guess you would call this. It's not a large plate. It fits on my regular computer paper, and I'm just going to trace it so that I have a good circle. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, so then with my ruler, doesn't matter where you start, I'm just going to start making 1 inch marks all the way around. Now you will have to continue to move your ruler because the inch will not consistently be an inch if you try to mark it like across the way. So it has to be from each point on. Okay, till you get all the way around. So we've done all the way around, and now we have all my dots. I don't know if you can see every dot on my page, but they are there, and they are 1 inch apart. I'm going to start from 1 dot, and from that single dot, the single dot, I'm going to go to every other dot. So I'm going to go, this first one with the very next one is almost right on the line. Okay, and then from that same dot, I'm going to move this down to the next one. I'm also going to flip my ruler because my ruler slides better like this, and I like to pivot it on my pencil. That makes things easier. I don't need measurements right now. I just need my ruler to stay and my point to stay at the same place. So I keep putting my pencil back and pivoting my ruler down to the next dot. That helps you hold your place. And so on. I do want you to choose 2 different points on your circle to go from, to mimic this same exact design from 2 points. I know there are lots of dots, and this real project goes from every point, and that's not what we need to do here. I want you to have some space to color and for you to be able to determine, each marking. And sorry. Okay, so again, as in one of these where I went from the top, this one, I went from the top to the bottom. And this one, I went from the two sides. So those are my 2 points. As you can see, when you look at this, it does take on, some shape and form in 3 dimension. So that's where the shading comes in, whether I want you to shade it from dark to light in the center, or from dark to light going out, radiating out, which means your lighter colors would be on the outside of these shapes and the darker in the inside. A couple tips. So if I were to do that, and I'm using colored pencils, the darker colors, certainly you want them to be solid, opaque, not transparent. And then I'm going to, once you determine which ones you want to be which color, or as you go, you probably could cross the line and go like this. If you start out with a lighter color, like a really light color, the pencil might smudge into your color. So just be thinking of that. And then I'm going to maybe I'm going to figure out which ones I want this darker color. And then I'm going to move on to the next color to get lighter and lighter. And at this point, it's becoming, there we go. I think it's just that one I'm going to do. That's my darkest. Now I know I didn't do too much. These are decisions that you can make, and that's fine with me. Then I'm going to take my next blue, and I'm going to continue going out, probably using this for more of the space of my sphere than anything, because I want that to be the darkest spot. All right, so then you're going to keep shading, and I'll start over here so that you can see. This is my lighter blue color, and some of these that are coming out, pay attention, these smaller ones, I'm going to want to be the lighter color. Those smaller ones going out, this, and those, and then probably, so it's useful to mark the ones, what color you want them to be, so that you don't have to be so concerned as you keep coloring. And it is possible that you color over it. And depending on what kind of pencil you're using, you might want to make sure that you are going the same direction. Or if you're pressing, how hard you're pressing. The lighter you're pressing, then you'll see the lines. As long as it's consistent, I don't mind to see the shading. But these, we're going to go back. I'm going to go back to all of this and shade this in. Okay. So I think you get it. And this will need to be handed in either the Thursday or Friday, depending on when we meet. And I will send out another example of how we can get it to me, whether you email it to me, save it to your Google Doc, send it, by photograph, or or you just show it to me in the Zoom. I'm open to whatever technology we have at, our disposal, and whatever makes it easier for you. Okay, thank you.